Okay, man, guys, technical difficulties. Microsoft, I don't dig Microsoft, never have personally, but I don't use an Apple. I like Linux a little bit, old school. Python, I don't know Python. Linux, I know. SQL, that's the business. Okay, but beware of tech. Blah blah blah. Where were we? Crypto's dirty little secret. It's that it's no more eliminated the need for trust than it has replaced the US dollar. Sorry, Jack. Its core rhetoric is in the Reaganite anti-government creed. Don't trust the Fed. Don't trust anyone, they told us. But this is bullshit. I mean, this is bullshit 3. When crypto went mainstream in 2020, it appended a new line, trust us. Trust us. Crypto. Just like a bank. Love that. Just like a bank. Celsius, now in the grip of an old economy bank run, operates on the same model as Citi or Lehman Brothers. You give them your money, they engage in complex machinations with it, and you trust that they can or will give it back to you when you need it. Anybody looking at distressed crypto investments right now? If you are, I'd like to hear from you. I think it's time. I think it's a good space. I think there's a long-term future for crypto, bull market, long-term bull market. I've been through 2 already, bull, bear, bust markets, and this will come back. I think not advice, mind you. I'm just thinking on chart terms of what I've read. Bitcoin between, I think it was like 10 and 14,000 is probably the bottom. Of course, you can never know where the bottom is exactly, and so it's all about scaling in and scaling out. And well, you've still got time. We've all still got time to get back into the crypto market, but there will come a time for sure. Why is crypto abandoned trustlessness? Well, trustlessness doesn't work. Last year, 2.2 million worth of NFTs were stolen on NFT marketplace OpenSea. Yeah, I remember that. A truly trustless model would render those NFTs unrecoverable, but that's unfair. So OpenSea took the trust route and froze the transactions. Coinbase used to boast that trustlessness made crypto immune to country-specific sanctions. Then, when Russian soldiers poured over the border into Ukraine and the US enacted sanctions, the company compiled with the mandate and blocked 25. The US enacted sanctions. The company who? Coinbase. Compiled with the mandate and blocked 25,000 Russian-linked accounts. Crypto transactions require high technical competence, even advanced programming knowledge. Not to buy and sell Bitcoin, that is. And they are far from free. The proof of work system that underlies Bitcoin and Ethereum incurs massive energy costs. Crypto boosters promise that they will change and we should trust them. Crypto mining. I think you've got to get back into mining, into production. Middlemen are inevitable. We depend on them to provide more than just trust, security, convenience, customer assistance, and so on. They make user interfaces intuitive and navigable, just like Microsoft. I'm kidding, guys. They help you recover your belongings when you forget your password or your keys. Really? These services provide value, and that comes at a price. Competition and innovation can reduce the cost of trust. Stagecoach versus Swift, but they do not eliminate it. It's 18.63% APY, annual percent, yearly percent rate. The Web3 ayahuasca big gulp led us to believe. Oh, Scotty, you are a funny writer. The Web3 ayahuasca big gulp led us to believe that we could innovate away the tiresome and expensive infrastructure of trust. But as we wake from that trip, it's worth asking history's central question, who to trust? Most transactions present ample data for rational answer. And were we rational actors, we would weigh the data and proceed accordingly. But desire clouds the equation. If we want something enough, our tolerance for risk goes up fast. Good point. When it's midnight at the airport, you've been on the road for a week, and the line for licensed taxis home is 40 minutes long, the driver hanging around baggage claim looks increasingly trustworthy. Desire offers rationalizations instead of rationality. Desire offers wow, that's a great point. Hold on, we've got to see if we can get this logged into our notes. 1 second. Oh guys, I couldn't get that functionality to work. It must be a Microsoft app. Okay. But as we wake from the trip, it's worth asking history central who to trust. Most transactions present ample data. Oh wait, we're really. But desire clouds the equation. If you want something enough time. when it's midnight. Okay. Desire offers rationalizations instead of rationality. You don't know anyone who's been robbed by an unlicensed driver. You've heard taxi medallions are controlled by organized crime. You've got a good eye for people. You'll be fine. Desire is essential to human experience, but it does lead to bad choices in trust. Many residents of New York have the doorman and multiple locks on their doors. Most of them, usually after drinking, have let a stranger into their apartment. Yeah. What happened with Celsius is an example of Desire working overtime. Splashed next to the stock photo of Celebro, Celsius's website promises. Let's check their website out. Earn up to 18.63% APY, annual percent yearly rate. I can't remember what that stands for. Used to know. APY. Oh, 80. Wow, that's exactly what it says. Get paid weekly. Currently updated. Related to the previous stated pause on withdrawals, swaps, and transfers between accounts. Some of our products and services are temporarily unavailable. More information. Some, maybe all. See our blog. Okay, well, that's going to be a bullshit thing. Yeah. I mean, it's cringeworthy now when you're looking at it, right? But who knew? Stable coins. Stable coins. Up to 9% interest rate. And considering that 10-year treasury are paying 3%, maybe the TCAD might be coin name, reward, in-kind reward rate. Gold tokens. Gold tokens. Let's see, I like gold. Website don't work so well. Cryptocurrency. They got like crypto. There we go. Gold tokens are typical of digital asset attached to physical gold. The token's price is correlated to the price of gold. Coin name, in-sell, reward rate, in-kind, credited investor at platinum level. PAX-G. The PAX-G. Let's have a look. So that's earning. Okay, so they converted it to an interest rate versus a capital appreciation. Total reward paid in US dollars, 1.59 total holders percent first reward. Well, this might be one that you want to take over. You know, if there's a business out there that's going, download us. Sorry, guys, we got off track, but what the hell? You're either going to come with me in this video or you're going to come with me in this video. All right. Want to hold gold with Celsius. Well, I mean, it's a good idea, but if you want to hold gold, you want to hold gold, right? Yeah, you don't get to hold it because I can take it away. That's the whole press. Investment exposure, physical asset class. We don't get it. Earn, borrow, low, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't tell me much about gold, does it? Gold. Let's see. Last thing, and then we'll skip back to the article. Introduction to tokenized gold. Physical gold has been a long time. This is how we do our research, guys. This is you. Welcome to the Ritterban Research House. You're in the house. No, seriously, this is how we do research. We got mini groups where we really like those themes and we want to build on those themes whichever way possible. And crypto was one of our themes. As I said, we got out of crypto a year and a half ago, maybe longer. But gold is something we like. It's been tough holding gold, unlike some derivative products. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Where are your offices? Should give them a call. Tel Aviv, huh? Atlanta. Oh, that's interesting. Atlanta, Tel Aviv. That's great. I didn't know Celsius. Okay. We'll go visit them. Celsius Network, Atlanta. Crazy, dude. I didn't know they were in Atlanta. I can't spell either. Celsius Network, Atlanta. Contact us. I wonder if they even have an office. That's yodel. Hodel, yodel. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever these guys are going through is not fun. Not fun. But they have an address to the developers. Oh, here we go. Vilnius, Lithuania. So but they said they were in Atlanta. I don't see an Atlanta address here, boys. Boys, we got one here in New Jersey. Maybe they can. Let's see. Celsius, Atlanta. Yeah, Facebook crypto. Our team. Is Celsius legit? Is Celsius network available? Celsius LinkedIn. Wall Street Crypto, which is Celsius Net. You guys do or don't know that I am a fraud analyst, Celsius. Whoa. I am in Atlanta, Georgia. So let's have a look at this. Isn't this interesting? Oh. Boppy, the internet boy, amazing. Qualifications, strong attention. Fraud analyst, just think about this. He's looking for fraud. Strong attention to detail, internet search skills, prior customer service, fraud prevention. Looks like a nice job, actually. Review, triage, fraud alerts. Man, they must have been fighting a lot of fraud, huh? Well, see that's what happens when the market gets toppy. People turn away from, fraudulent activity, I guess. Celsius addresses financial needs, blah, 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 blah. What does this pay? What are they paying for a job like this? What is needed? Strong attention to detail, familiar with cryptocurrency, report Celsius, Glassdoor. See what it's like to work with Celsius. Gold crypto tokens, buddy. There's gold in them, the heels. English, full-time, part-time, recommend to a friend. Alex Mashinsky. Mashinsky is the dude, right? Say current employee. What are you going to say, current employee? Team and areas either solve problems, initial tasks can be tedious. Head of institutional lending. Yeah, I imagine it must. Wow, that's interesting, huh? That's interesting. Admin tasks can be tedious. A lot of admin, huh? Lots of shifts in priorities. HRPBs basically run the company. What are those? I don't know what those are. Call shots. My upper management definitely had no idea what my job was or what it entailed, so it often came with miscommunication, unrealistic expectations. Okay, back to the article, folks. I hope you enjoyed that little. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, Trustless, right? What happened? Zaya splash next to a stock photo of Celsius website promises, okay, and that promises triggers our greed gland, so we don't read the fine print, let they distract stranger in. Fine print, like reads sober, illuminates that this advertised rate is only for platinum loyalty users, depositing synthetic tokens, and the payouts come in the form of CL, a digital currency from Celsius. CL's down more than 90% year after year. Advertised savings rate. Markets by gold. Yeah, I mean, okay. If it looks too good to be true, blockchain technology has been heralded for being secure. There's a difference between technical security and financial risk. When a platform such as Celsius tells you or use securities at its core, it means it will secure your rocket coins on the blockchain ledger. But this has nothing to do with securing the price of your rocket down 85%. Oh, it's actually a thing? All right. Sorry, guys. I don't know what rocket coins at 85.2% year to date. The company has purposely conflated the two. Another pro tip: don't trust a trading platform that displays exploding confetti on its website. Who do you trust? Trust is expensive, which is another way of saying it is valuable. You see how long, this. Oh, there's Scott. Okay. So at this point, I want to see if we're dealing with a novel or a short story, guys. Trust is expensive, which is another way of saying it's valuable, but it's also free. Among the most valuable assets you can build are not lying and demonstrating competence. We're in an area of over-promising, and it often feels there are few consequences for exaggerating or just outright lying. The richest man in the world has been over-promising what his very good cars can do for years. Our last president promised anything and everything. and he's the unchallenged leader of one of our two political parties. But the truth is like air trapped underwater. Eventually, the plates shift and the truth bubbles up to the sunlight. Amen, brother. Amen. Truth is the best antiseptic. The benefits of trust apply to nations as well as individuals. For every standard deviation increases in nations' trust, bilateral trade increases 90 to 150%. In countries with low levels of trust, investment skews disproportionately towards projects with short-term horizons. Lower trust is also correlated with lower GDP per capita. Put this way, over the long term, fomenting trust can make you rich. Fomenting, like here. Dad 3. People work for, invest in, and meet me because they believe they can mostly trust me. I've never sued or been sued by anybody. In contrast, at home, I'm simultaneously the least or most trusted person on the planet. My kids don't trust me on anything about culture and technology, media, haircuts, sports, TV, what they should wear or say or even eat. But they completely trust I would do anything for them. To be willing to do anything for someone is to love them, and them knowing it is to be loved back. Life is so rich, Scott. Wow, Scotty, outdid yourself with this one, boy. Got a question you want to ask me? I'm doing virtual AMA in less than 2 weeks. Submit a question here and becomes section 4 member or reserve your seat. Okay, guys, thank you. If you have stayed this long with me, I applaud you. Thank you very much. Hope you found it interesting. All right, guys, so there you have it. A great article by Scott Galloway. I really like his writing. He does some good stuff, nice graphics and stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, take a look at some of the links below. They may be of interest to you. First of all, we have a number of niche little investment groups that we're constantly following. If you want to see the list of that, that is below. If you want to find out more of what we do, we have two businesses essentially. One is a CFO for hire type business where we help portfolio-owned companies achieve the best results they can through CFO type duties, systems implementations, and the like, and streamlining, cap tables, etc., doing whatever's necessary from a CFO perspective. We also have a CPA business. We help wealthy individuals with tax planning and tax advice, and so you can avail yourself of that. And then we have our investment arm, Ritterban Invest, which takes a look at and helps with the investor relations predominantly on a number of different investment choices. So take a look at the links below, guys. I'm sure there's something that would be of interest to you, and I'd love you to reach out and we can gesels, as they say in South Africa. Gesels means to chat, to talk. Anyway, that's it for me. Greg Silverman out for now.